Today, fellow Josephians, it is I, Jude Law of Grade 10 Charity.
And me, Jelena Law of Grade 12 Integrity.
Hey, speaking of integrity, isn't that this episode's highlighted core value?
Integrity is the practice of being honest and showing a consistent and uncompromising adherence to strong moral and ethical principles.
In ethics, integrity is regarded as the truthfulness in one's actions.
Because of integrity, we can live more meaningful lives because we are staying true to ourselves and the people around us.
Excellent! Now stay tuned everybody because we have a lot of segments lined up for you in this episode of
Switch
TV.
With that out of the way, let us welcome to the program Madam Rodora C. Cortina for her opening remarks.
Take it away, Madam.
My dear Josephians, it is a great pleasure to welcome you back to our third episode of Switch TV. The onslaught of the successive typhoons that hit the Bicol region stopped us from sharing with you this episode prepared by the SJS Formation Team in partnership with our very own School Youth Council. Even so, we are ready to learn, reflect, and have fun with you and your family. Just like in the previous episodes, we highlight our core values. This time, we focus on the value of integrity. I am sure that you have heard the saying, integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. In short, my dear Josephians, integrity comes with our desire for truth and honesty. Wisdom will help you to know and choose what is right from wrong, and your integrity will give you the courage to do what is right, even when no one is going to give you a grade or a prize for it. It is simply because you value honesty. Well then, I am sure that this episode will guide you more on understanding and appreciating what integrity is and why we have to own this value. Perhaps this episode will also help you in your preparation for the coming of Jesus Christ. So enjoy and allow me to take this opportunity to greet you and your family in advance. A Merry Christmas to you all. God bless.
Thank you for that wonderful speech, Madam Cortina. I just know that the viewers at home will keep your words of wisdom in mind.
Well put, fellow Josephian Jude. So, you the viewer might be asking yourself things like, why am I not seeing any teachers? That's what I was excited for.
Or even, what is the title of the video? SYC Takeover. What even is an SYC? And to that we say,
this episode of Switch TV has been brought to you by the Student Youth Council.
So ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you
the new batch of student leaders, also known as the St. Joseph School Student Youth Council.
Is it just me, or does the president of the senior high school department look familiar?
I've never seen that person in my life.
Ever?
Ever.
Our next segment goes out to all the teachers born on the month of December.
This will serve as a reminder for all the students watching to greet them on their birthdays.
Hats off to all the people watching born on the month of December. That includes Mr. Jesus Christ himself.
Now, we've caught wind of how you guys want S.W.I.T.C.H TV to become more interactive through games and stuff.
So that's exactly what we did.
Listen closely now, because it's about time we introduced you to a game called
#Integrity.
You, the viewer, have the chance to win a free order of milk tea, courtesy of the SYC.
But Jelena, how can I join this game?
Thanks for asking, Jude. The rules are simple. All you have to do to enter is share a funny experience of yours where you practice the value of integrity via Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. You also have to follow the official SYC Instagram account for us to consider your stories, as we will use this account to notify you if you won the game or not.
But Jelena, how will you guys find our entries?
Use the #integrity after typing out your post so that we can monitor and check for potential winners.
Can anyone enter this game?
Hey, as long as you are an enrolled student in St. Joseph's School, you can enter as many times as you want.
Is there a deadline? When will you announce the winners?
The top 3 winners will be announced on the next episode of S.W.I.T.C.H TV that the SYC will handle. So feel free to take your time while thinking of your #integrity stories.
But wouldn't it be kinda unfair to the young ones watching? I mean, they're gonna be going against their ates and kuyas.
That's what we thought too. This is why our top 3 winners will be composed of 1 student from the intermediates and under, 1 from the junior high school department, and 1 from the senior high school department. And yes, if you win, you get to choose whatever flavor of milk tea you want.
We look forward to reading your #integrity stories.
Feel free to send us a private message on the official SYC Instagram account if you have any inquiries about this game.
Next up on our itinerary, we have a special poem dedicated to our frontliners by none other than our school's Filipino club, Landas. Take it away, Nicola.
Katapatan ay siyang nananaig sa sinumpaang tungkulin. Sa nakaabang na hinaharap sa anumang panganib, ramdam ko ang bigat na iyong dinadala. Sinasarili niyo na ang lahat, hindi man lang nagtira. Ngunit huwag mag-alala. Tutugon, aaksyon, hindi papatinag sa kahit anong laban. Kami ay laging nakasuporta. Hindi tatalikod sa tawag ng tungkulin at pangangailangan. Maipamamalas ang kagitingan sa pamamagitan ng bayanihan at pagkakaisa. bagong bayaning maituturing kayo ay tunay na matapang. Kami sa inyo'y magiging tapat lalaban kahit anong laban. Magtutulungan at magdiriwang sa mga bagay na nararanasan at sa muling paghilom ng mga sugat at lungkot. Kami nagagalak sa panibagong bukas na sisikat.
We would like to give our heartfelt gratitude to all the frontliners watching. And thank you for that wonderful poem, Nandas. Do you guys hear that?
Why do I hear church noises?
Who are we kidding? We all know what's coming.
It's time for a regularly scheduled program of Pastor's Corner!
I'm going to talk about integrity. When I talk about integrity, I am also talking to myself. All of us need to be encouraged to live a life of integrity. This is the simple outline. First, the nature of integrity. Second, the reasons for integrity. And third, the practice of integrity. So I'm going to answer the question, what is integrity? Why do we need integrity? And how do we practice integrity in our life? First, the nature of integrity. In Bicol, we say integridad. In Tagalog, we say katapatan. Integrity comes from the Latin adjective integer, which means whole. In mathematics, when we say integer, it means whole number without decimal points. So a person with integrity is someone who is whole. And I want you to remember another Latin noun, integritatem, means wholeness, means goodness, soundness, completeness. So when I say soundness, sound doesn't mean to know, but sound means good. Soundness means goodness. So a person who has integrity is complete. A person who has integrity is whole. There is no division in him. A person with integrity has a unity in his person. What he says with his lips, what he feels with his heart, and what he thinks with his mind, and what he does with his hands, all unite, all agree together. A person who has integrity is someone who is following good convictions, following right actions in all circumstances. A simple definition of integrity, according to many popular preachers I hear, is this: integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. So that's a simple definition. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. And we come now to the reasons. Why do we need to live a life of integrity? We need it in order to have a good relationship with ourselves. We need it. There is a saying that life is simple when we listen to our heart and we do the right thing. We are at peace when we are doing the right thing. We have joy in our heart when we do the right thing. There's always joy in doing the right thing. And in connection with this, it is said that integrity is looking at the mirror and liking what you see. We love ourselves, especially when we know we are doing the right thing, we are following goodness. And second, we need it in our relationship with others. Just imagine if you have a friend and you're not faithful to that friend. You say she's beautiful, but inside your mind, you're thinking she's not beautiful. And that is a lie. That is not sincere on your part. So we need integrity in order to have good relationship with others. Just imagine when lovers, husband and wife, are not faithful to each other. For example, a man says, I love you, but the words are empty if words are not backed up by actions. We say integrity is when what you say is backed up by what you do and what you feel and what you have in your heart. If you say I love you, but you do not show it in action, your word is just empty. And third, of course, we need integrity in order to have good relationship with the Lord. God and sins are incompatible. We are incompatible with God if we are full of sinfulness. If our mind is full of evil. So we are persons with integrity if we are complete, with good thoughts, with good words, with good feelings, and with good deeds. We are whole. Always remember, wholeness is none other than holiness. A person who is complete is a person who is holy, complete in his goodness. And the third is none other than the practice of integrity. How can we practice integrity? First, by being clear with our values. What do we value in life? Ano bang ating mga pinapahalagahan? Pinapahalagahan ba natin ang katotohanan? Ang pagiging tama? Do we value honesty and truth? Do you not cheat when it comes to examinations? It's a lie when you cheat. Even if you get 100, but if you just cheat, that 100 is empty. And second is none other than being critical with our choices. Choose only what is right. Choose only what is true. Always have the best choices. Choose what is good. Choose what is right. And third, we can live integrity by encouraging integrity. Encourage integrity. Influence others. Be a good influence. A good friend is someone who can lead other people to the Lord. Be a good influence. And you live a life of integrity. As a summary, I want you to remember this. Integrity is following good convictions and doing the right thing in all circumstances. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. And the reasons for integrity, we need it to have good relationship with ourselves, with others, and with the Lord. And the practice of integrity, be clear always with our values. Second, be critical with our choices. And third, encourage integrity. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, Father Pelayo.
Switch TV will be back after this commercial break.
march along with style as proud Josephians with the school's brand new merch. For more information about these products, such as the purchasing and claiming of the merchandise, please contact Sir Omar.
SJS wants to thank Identity General Merchandise owned and managed by Jelena Marie JS for the Mouse and JC Bernardo, Elyssa, and Sir Omar for the layout design.
And we're back.
Let's talk.
We hope that everyone is safe, especially since all these typhoons struck us pretty hard.
Speaking of typhoons, because of the power outages, our supposed 1 week switch off break turned into a, well, more than 1 week one.
Were you guys able to rest well?
Good.
But before our next segment, we would like to draw your attention to the donation drive that has been set up for you guys to help the victims of the latest typhoon, Typhoon Raleigh.
Let us be reminded that the ability to give is a gift in itself, and it all starts from home.
Let us lend a helping hand to those in need by opening our hearts to our brothers and sisters. Let us exercise kindness and generosity in our lives by giving back to the community. Let us practice compassion and social responsibility like true Josephians.
Details on how you can donate will be displayed on the screen now.
Hashtag Laan Josephian, everyone.
Now that synchronous sessions are back, we're here to give you guys some advice to help you get back into the swing of things.
First, to help manage your tasks, pin up a calendar near your desk or set up a virtual one so that you can mark off when an assignment is due and when you have completed one.
Second, figure out how you learn best. I personally learn quickest when I write down or even illustrate things that the teacher says during synchronous sessions.
I learn best when I interact with my teacher and my classmates in the public chat box.
Nobody asked you. Third, if you feel sleepy, ask your teacher if you can go splash some cold water on your face to wake yourself up.
Fourth, remember that you're living, you occupy space, and you have mass.
Therefore, you matter.
Exactly.
Okay.
Lastly, remember that there's no need to rush a task just because other people are done with theirs. Go at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to others because it's okay to run slower. Stay in your lane and keep going. Progress is progress.
Most of us are now allowed to go outside.
But just because we can, doesn't mean we should.
Let this serve as a reminder to you all to go out only when absolutely necessary. And if you do,
wear a mask, practice social distancing, and take a bath as soon as you get home.
Eat foods that are rich in zinc, vitamin C, iron, vitamin E, vitamin A, and vitamin B6, like whole grains, tomatoes, spinach, leafy vegetables, sweet potatoes, and fish respectively.
Remember that even though everyone is doing something, that doesn't make it good.
And even though no one is doing it, that doesn't make it wrong.
Let us do our part to help prevent the spread of the coronavirus and to keep our loved ones and ourselves safe.
In honor of this month's designated core value, we prepared a little something to remind you guys that practicing integrity is something anyone can do.
We now present to you Integrity, a short video.
Hello, good morning. My name is Ariel Zuri Binabares. I'm Renzo Manuel Manchus. Hi, I am Samantha Angela Estabaro.
I'm Divina Seti Balestamon.
Hello, I am Kian Justin Bona.
I am Liza.
I'm 6 years old and I'm a grade 1 Hope student.
6 years old, grade 1 Hope.
I am 7 years old and I am from grade 2 Sincerity.
currently 13 years old and I am a student from grade 8 Malvern.
A 16 years old, a grade 10 student.
A 16 years old from grade 12.
Being honest and telling the truth. Integrity for me is good character. Integrity is the practice of being honest.
And as a student of St. Joseph's School, integrity is to live in accordance to your deepest values.
Integrity is the stronghold for your moral principles. For me, it is how you choose to be honest despite of temptations, despite the opportunity not to be.
Integrity for me means not taking advantage of the situation, especially in instances wherein we have the choice to do the right or wrong thing. It is when we choose to do what is right, not because someone is watching, but because we know in ourselves that it is the right thing to do.
By answering my own modules by myself. I practice integrity in my daily life by being honest in everything I do.
I practice integrity by being honest to my parents and siblings.
A good example of integrity is being open and communicating with others. Integrity can help you in online classes because it is the quality that makes a successful individual.
Every day, we are faced with temptations that test our integrity. Due to unfortunate circumstances brought by the pandemic, we are adapting to the new normal, online classes. We are faced with the challenge of keeping ourselves honest, like answering quizzes, long tests without checking our notes, speaking on Google for answers, or even asking a friend for help.
I practice integrity in my daily life by being honest and sincere in the things that I do every day. Pagdating sa schoolworks, sa bahay, as well as with the people I encounter.
By no cheating while you're doing a test and no looking at others' paperwork.
Once a playmate in school tempted me to bully a classmate, I opposed him.
I practice integrity in daily life by keeping my promises even if it takes extra effort.
It is in these trying times that my integrity is of high importance to me.
One example of when I practice integrity is yung sa lost and found ng school. Every time na nakakita ako ng pera or kahit anong bagay na alam kong naiwan ng may-ari, nilalagay ko siya sa lost and found. So despite having the choice to keep what I found, I chose to do the right thing, which is to surrender it to the lost and found.
By no telling lies and no cheating everything. And also, you know that God can see us. Even we're inside the house, He can still see us.
I advise fellow Josephians to be honest at all times and never take advantage of anyone.
My advice to my fellow Josephians is that always of the quality of being honest and have a strong moral principles.
Lastly, I believe that a Josephian with integrity will walk securely and safely.
My fellow Josephians, I believe we value our principles as they are already part of each and every one of us. It is not just a whisper of guilt at the moment, but the practice that even without deep thought, we act and decide in the dictate of our principles. Grade is just a number. It is how we achieve our goals that will reflect our true selves, the one that will touch other people's lives. And I thank you!
A piece of advice that I can give to my fellow Josephians is to practice integrity not just because we are Josephians or it's part of our core values, but because it's one way to make the world a better place. Lalo na students, kapag patuloy natin siyang ginawa, even in the little things, it will eventually become part of our character, and because of this, dala-dala natin siya in the future.
And always remember, honesty is the best policy. Bye! Thank you, bye! Stay safe!
Hopefully that video inspired you to start integrating the value of integrity in your daily life.
We have now reached the end of S.W.I.T.C.H TV's 3rd episode.
How was it? Did you guys have fun?
Send a message on our official SYC Instagram account. Your feedback is important to us.
Don't forget about our game.
That's right. We'll be waiting for your #integrity submissions.
But until then,
Stay safe
stay healthy.
and stay indoors.
Once again, we are Jude
And Jelena Law. Thanks for watching S.W.I.T.C.H TV. See you next time!